Okay, so I think I have the toughest task actually to speak after Plamen, so thanks a lot. I'll be speaking about value-based innovation, and I just want to clarify a little bit why. I've been working for the past 10 years in different fields. I've been specializing a lot in non-formal learning and non-formal education. And I realized that the more we speak about innovation, we speak actually about technology. But then there's society, and we somehow don't relate society with innovation. We're seeing society as the users, the consumers of innovation, but not the actual producers of innovation. So today's talk will be actually about how we can relate society and actually be innovative in the same time. So first things first, as I said, I'm a trainer. I work in I've been in 35 countries, and I'm trying to accelerate how citizens affect policies. So how we actually can influence the processes, the Trump processes happening around, and how actually we can make people to be more aware how to benefit from society and how to contribute to society. I'm as well a mom. I have 2 children, and I'm trying as well to work on the path of actually convincing women that making business doesn't stand across to having children and having a family. And last but not least, since we're speaking about innovation, I was contributing a lot to the fact that Varna became a European Youth Capital. So for 4 years, I was working in the team that developed the concept on social innovation. And as I said, the last maybe 8 years, I've met about 6,000 people through my trainings. And I realized that many of them are facing a challenge. This is a very basic challenge. So we are trying to create unicorns, but then we're actually raising donkeys. And it doesn't work like that. So we already said we want unicorns, that they have to change the system, but then we are not teaching these people how to be unicorns. We're not treating them as unicorns, and then eventually we're angry at them for selecting Trump. So, come on. What happened to me lately is that I thought I combined 2 existing concepts, the concept of value-based leadership and social innovation. And these 2 concepts somehow magically met in my brain and developed this concept of value-based innovation. You cannot imagine my disappointment when I Googled that, and I realized that there is a bunch of guys in 2011 who actually had this idea. So yeah, apparently my genius was not that spectacular, but then this is something that is not very viral, so there's still a lot of blurriness around how we create innovation, how we provoke people to be innovative. And I just want to go a little bit in details in these 2 concepts and to see how they meet and how actually they can help you develop your organization, your business, your company, your startup, or whatever your unicorn brain is decided to do. This is the so-called social innovation spiral. It's not breaking news that each of you can change society, but it's actually breaking news that you don't have to have a lot of money or resources, or you don't have to be the son of a mayor or something. Actually, detecting a problem and generating ideas can create this so-called scaling and changing the system. I can give you an example of me and a group of friends. For 4 years, we were volunteering in an orphanage. How many of you have been in an orphanage? Can I just see? Okay, so more or less, you know, even the ones who have not been in an orphanage, that it's not a happy place. So you have these children who are being there, and they're not having very quality time when they have free time. Then they're not being educated very well, and they end up being, not maybe as happy as they could have been. Let's put it like this. And for 4 years, I was part of a volunteering group, and we went there each Thursday. We played soccer. I have played soccer a lot. We've did a lot of origami workshops. We did many, many different things. And after the first year, I realize that I feel so good with myself and I see myself as such a good person. But then, if I have to be completely honest, I'm not making the impact that I thought I would be making. And if I have to be completely honest, I'm doing this much more for my ego than actually for the impact that I thought I would be making. And believe it or not, that happened in the same time in the head of another person that we were volunteering together with. And we decided that already we have the problem and we started generating ideas. I can give you just the idea that we decided to use. It was to create a parallel universe where actually this problem doesn't exist. Do you think this is possible? Yeah, no, maybe? As Mel Gill said in the last TEDx, this is a question. Do you think this is possible? Yes. Yeah, well, it is possible. In the beginning, we thought it's ridiculous. And exactly because we thought it's ridiculous, me and this other woman who decided to do this, we thought it's possible. Since there are two brains parallelly thinking that you can create a parallel universe, and speaking about unicorns, why not? So what happened is that we clicked on the point of values. We decided that it's absolutely possible, it's absolutely normal to actually discuss how is it possible to make a parallel universe so you actually solve a problem, to create a place where this problem just doesn't exist. This is actually just 7, these are just 7 of the values of the over 500 human values that you, me, we share. They're not good and bad values, they're just values which we like more or values which we like less. So there are people who would be, very keen on values such as family, but then what is family? Is family 2 parents and a kid? Is family a mom, a dad, and a kid? Is family a dad and a kid? So what is family? How do you define values? We started a little bit more and more on that, and I have to tell you that we were lost for a very, very long time. This value-based leadership is a human resource idea. It's like a human resource tool, which generally is supposed to help you manage your stuff better. So we took a step back, and we thought, okay, but if this is for resource and for companies, why don't we use it for societies? Why don't we use it for communities? And we thought that actually, if it's more likely for you to follow a leader based on your values, then maybe it's as well possible for you to follow a community leader based on your values. And in theory, that would look something like this. This is an actual team that exists and we work together. I have to tell you that I'm not exaggerating when I say that we have people who work as an X-ray technician, fashion designer, graphic designer, a marketing specialist, a translator. And all of those people, they ignore their education so far and their professional background in order to work in what they believe. And this may seem like a very contradictory fact, like as well maybe as a very stupid fact. But if by this time you already think, oh my God, this woman is just speaking so many nonsense, I want to say something. Do you know what I was doing in the last TEDx? I was making coffee for you outside. So I have pretty good career development from last TEDx. So I know what I'm talking about. So yeah. And it was good coffee. Yeah, I remember. What this team did was actually, I'm not sure that anybody would invest in us in the beginning if we said we're going to do that. And if we said that we want to operate a cultural venue which helps youngsters to have a very quality inclusion in society, youngsters without parents, and we operate this cultural venue actually with these people. Do you see the man with the stripe and the blue t-shirt? He's the X-ray technician. I happen to be married with him, and I can tell you that he has never in his life ever thought he will be working as what you would call a social worker. So you have the student playing the guitar. You have the fashion designer, the X-ray technician, the marketologist, the fashion designer. Then you have a photographer who used to be a lawyer. And all those people manage this place. It's a cultural venue which offers first jobs for youngsters. None of us, I really want to underline this, none of us had the experience to do that. All of us had the values that we needed to do that. And all of us were not driven by money or by success, but we were driven by the fact that there is a problem that we want to solve. And slowly, we actually managed to solve it. It's been 2 years, we have not bankrupted yet. Let's see how things are going on. We managed to attract more and more people as volunteers, as sponsors, as donors, as helpers, as people who actually just want to see what we're doing. And I can assure you that value-based innovation is the real thing. It's a matter of how you decide to see the people across the room. And don't ignore their education. But your job and your profession is not what defines you. It just defines what you know. It does not define what you can learn and what you can achieve. Thank you.